Who is it? Vinny!
Hey, dude, are you there?
Hey, what's up,
I'm
my
here,
brother?
man.
How are you,
Dude,
man?
I don't have a scary story, man. I was like, I'm gonna have pretty much a heart attack. I'm like having a heart attack, but I can't scream or anything. Basically, laying on the floor, panicking.
Oh!
No, you weren't. You built the place. I haven't seen the Hopi in thousands of years. Don't make fun of my people. Period.
Sorry,
I'll
Brandon.
come after your ass and cut you up into little bitty bits.
Facebook page down because people said Richie from Boston's gay. He's gay. I'm gay. I'm a gay man.
And I mean, yeah, I mean, you can prosecute me for that if you like.
No, it's not why I'm doing that. I'm just saying there's a lot of...
That is what you did. Bigelow started buying websites, including one in British Columbia, Canada. So all of a sudden, this kind of triggered Brian Vike.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. We've got a special report for you. We've got a few UFO videos that we want to share with you.
Welcome back, everybody. Blake Cousins, along with Orlando Smith and Brent Cousins, we're going to be going over incredible imagery.
Third phase of moon. Third phase of moon.
10, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
All right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is Wednesday, November 10th, 2021. Tomorrow's the big day. 11/11/21. 2 and 1 is 3. 2 minus 1 is 2. See what I'm saying to you? What a show we got for the hump day. We've got it all tonight. Well, we don't have a guest. Yeah, no guest. But we're going to talk about what's been going on recently. All right, that's vague too. It's Wednesday. That's a hump day for those people who work during the sunlight. Another night full of sleep for me. I'm feeling good. I don't know. But tomorrow may be the day. 11/11. Tomorrow's the big day. I think it's going to be. The studio. Yep. I think tomorrow's the day. I think it is. And I don't care anymore. It's going to look great, maybe. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. But it's a work in progress. So that's good. But I'm glad you're here on a hump day because you've only got a couple of days left till it's the weekend. Actually, you got 1 day left. It's already Thursday, basically. So no matter how you look at it, you've already stopped working for the most part. And tomorrow's Friday for you. So even though it's Wednesday, it's really Thursday because after this, you go to sleep. And that's like time travel. Then you wake up and you're like, wow, what a great night. I can't believe it's going to be Friday. See, it's all a mental game. Mondays don't exist. Tuesdays have no feel. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, it's an illusion. But Friday night through Sunday morning is the best time you'll ever have. At least that's how I felt. I hated when it got dark on Sunday. Hated it. Because I didn't like the job. Didn't want to go to work. But you gotta work. When you have a job you love, Madonna mia. Hey, it's a lot of fun. This is the job, kids. This is the job. That's right. So, just sit back, relax. You know what this show's about? This show's just about having a good time about the things going on in ufology. Sure, I'll echo somebody else's show if it was interesting, like I'll do tonight with Truthseekers. What a great day he did. He did. He created a great day. It was fun listening to him talk about all the things that people look up to, all the people that you look up to, or used to anyway. Doty, Dolan, Elizondo, right? Dolan, Pope, Dolan. Did I already say that? Greer, Slattery, you name it. Every one of those people. Wilcock, good. Oh, I can't believe I forgot. And a cast of characters that have Linda Moulton, Howdy Doody, Fresh and Fruity. Even her, my secret admirer. I'm her secret. No, I'm not. I just love her. I want a notch in my belt with Linda Moulton Howe. She should be in acceptance of that, I should say. She should be welcoming that. Come on. It's one night, 10 seconds. But tonight, I am going to talk about a little bit. Now I want you to see this. What Cambian did tonight on Truthseekers earlier in the day. I really haven't talked to anyone all day long. These are my first words that are coming out of my mouth. But we're just going to look at a few things that he talked about because they're very interesting. And I don't think many of you may know what he talked about. And then he did later on, we don't need to talk about it, but he brought up, we'll talk about it, but I'll need to show you. David Wilcock's tax returns for his allegedly fraudulent charities and the money he paid or got paid. He got paid like $148,000 and $7,000 and change went to the actual charity. 3.8 cents on the dollar. Him and his wife Elizabeth pulling the scam. So he went over that tonight because he's been waiting a long time to get this information. The tax returns. That's public information on charities. Bet you didn't know that. It is. I don't know. I think it's called mytaxyourtax.com or something. No, I don't know. I don't know. But these are not people that I would really... not anymore. I watch Dolan, I get mad because I know of a couple of hoaxes he's done. You know? Who else? Greer, CE5, and some money problems. I mean, he made a lot of money on that last documentary. But that's his money to keep, isn't it? But people donated for him to make that documentary. The one he gave to us for free. I don't know, he got paid a lot. It was a lot. I think it was like $450,000. Everybody knows. It was a lot of money. And it probably only cost, I don't know, $20,000 to make it. Really, there was no special effects. Just, flying around, maybe talking to a few people. But he made a lot of money. I don't see anything wrong with it. It's just, it was crowdfunding, right? Hey, we're all adults. You can donate to whomever you want. And he's got a big following, and a lot of people buy into it. But there was something else that Cambion brought up on Greer that I was like, oh, I didn't know that. I don't like that. Yeah. Maybe we'll check in on that, because that didn't make me happy. Here I am trying to I am promoting the next movie he's in, which, by the way, it's fantastic. It absolutely is. Above Top Secret. It's coming out February-ish next year. But, all the things that these people have done, it's just weird. So, you wouldn't expect it, right? Roll call! Huh? Well, here's one. Yar Yakrub. Yar Yikrub. Yakrub, welcome to the show. Mom and Watt High. These are real? Are these real? Somebody pulling my legs? Welcome to the show. Interesting names. Ian McFadden. No, Ian McFadyen. All right. Welcome to the show. Denbub. Welcome to the show. Unidentified S4. Welcome to the show. The Sausage King of Chicago. Abe Froman. Welcome to the show. Not really, but maybe. Doc Banjo. What's up, man? Welcome to the show. Mr. Mouse. Welcome to the show. Bigfoot Anon. Welcome to the show. Coral Ann. Welcome to the show. The beautiful Felicia Flores. Welcome to the show. The Gorilla Gamer. Welcome to the show there. Mark Brady. What's up? Any relation to Tom? Welcome to the show. Walt Corbin. Welcome to the show there. How you doing, huh? Lord Ludicrous Plaid, otherwise known as LLP. Welcome to the show. Luke has a little UAP. Oh, I said Luke. Lou? That is great. That's got to be a fan of the show. Putting that up there. That is really Richie-like. Welcome to the show. Pete! Period. Welcome to the show. Let's see who's coming through the door. We got 18 seconds. Jeremy Sorrells. I am not vocalizing well. Welcome to the show. Tim Tencent. Welcome to the show. Von Brent. Welcome to the show. Andy Gambino. What do you say? How do you be? Welcome to the show. I am Stu Little. Welcome to the show. 6 seconds. Hillbilly Tarzan. Welcome to the show. Sir Wolf 67. Welcome to the show. That girl Jessica. Welcome to the show. 2, 1. Robert Morgan. Welcome to the show. Ghost Rider. Welcome to the show. And rounding out the rest, Matt Bartropoulos. Welcome to the show. And Wheel Drift. Welcome to the show. Cindy Lou. Welcome to the show. That's it. That's it now. Now it's official. Corey Good. Welcome to the show. Stargroves. Welcome to the show. Can you imagine if the boys were here? And I don't mean the Cousins brothers. I mean Good and Will Dick. It's hard for me to say Will Cock. Cock coming out of my mouth. Doesn't sound right. What? That was weird. Cock coming out of my mouth. That is not funny. It's hilarious. So, it's bad. It's bad. We all know it. There's nothing really that I'm going to spend a lot of time with tonight on that. I just want to show you a couple of clips from Cambion show because it was really done well. And then we're going to look at UFOs that were sent to me. Some we may have seen, but I want to talk just maybe like 8 or 9 of them. Maybe 3 or 4. I don't know. I have them all set up. Somebody today... I haven't seen this person in ages, right? But there was a time where the computer was glitchy because it was the old one. And sometimes I'd be like, well, it even happened recently, where I'd have all my tabs open for everything and the computer would shut off. Well, I don't know why it would go out, but it did. It shouldn't. I turn it off. But anyway, I would lose all those tabs, and I didn't know you could go Control Shift and hit the letter T and it brings them all back up. I just learned that a month ago. That's why, if that happens, it doesn't anymore. but it hasn't happened in a long time. And this guy comes over, and I don't remember who it was, and he says, so, does anybody know if Rich is still searching for videos and wasting time? Because if that hasn't changed, I'm not going to stay here. And I just happen to be sitting here setting up the show. And I said, that doesn't happen anymore, but you don't need to stay here anyway. You could leave. You don't have to stay. I don't want you to stay here, I said. Because then what he said, because nobody was answering yet. And there's 7 people here. How come nobody's answering? That tells me a lot. So I blocked him. After I told him to F off and piss off, which I really did. It just makes me mad. The show, you know how this is the mentality, and I know who I don't remember their name, but I remember that person was always trying to tell me every show, if you did this, you'd get more of that, and if you tried this. In the beginning, I'm like, dude, I already tried that. It doesn't work. I appreciate it. Oh, you just don't want to try it. You haven't tried it, because it'll work. I'm like, so now you're calling me a liar. Unreal. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll just move on. I can't find this clip. Hold on, I got... oh, yeah, so we're also going to look at something Lou. So a little bit of Lou tonight. I can't think. I threw myself off my own show. All right, here we go. I think we're going to start out with Cambion. Yeah. Oh, I didn't show you this ring cam footage from last night. I ran out of time last night, and I still went long. All right. Let's get rid of that. And where's Cambion? I don't need this. I don't need a Lumerian. Yeah. All right. The internet. You see that? I'm glad that guy didn't stay around, because this did happen. It happened. It's okay. What the? The video's not up. The video's not up. Oh, he sent me an edited the edited one. Oh, that's right. Right. Here it is. No, he didn't send it to me. This is weird. So where's the show he did earlier today? Is he going through this? In the old days when I had a show that was live, it would take anywhere from 9 to 13 hours for it to post. That's because I had bad internet connection. I wonder if he's having that problem. Or he took it down so I don't do anything with it. Eventually I will. Oh, he did it yesterday. Damn it. All right, I'm going to go in history. We can do this together. Oh, did you hear about what's happened with Erica Lukes? Awful. Well, apparently her husband, ex-husband now, it might be hold on, I think I may have found it. Yeah, I found the video. No, this isn't. Yep, this is it. I got it. Well, anyway, you know Erica Lukes, right? Okay. Her husband and her are getting a divorce, and he abused her physically, and he went balls crazy, and she was doing her podcast, I think, I'm pulling it up now, one night, and when the current guy who's the president now won. She just happened to record the violent outburst. Now, he is a ex-military guy. I wish I could. I got it right here. Hold on. It's pretty sad. Pretty sad. Anyway, it was all recorded, and he says, I want to, take out the president. And if I ever see him in public, I just don't know what I'll do, he says. I can't believe this guy. I mean, he went off, and it was all recorded. And she sent it to the FBI, and, I mean, it was violent outburst. I mean, it was wild. It was wild. I'm trying to find it, man. I can't. I don't know what's wrong. Why I can't. It should be right here. But I downloaded a lot of things to talk about. And I'm hoping I did download this or just save it. I know I had to. Nick Pope. I think. No. It's terrible. This sucks. It should be right here. I think I have it. Yeah, I got it. So let me see if it looks like there may be a video here with it, but I'll just read it to you. Let me see if this video ends. It doesn't keep going, and it'll end. All right. 4, 3.
Stakes, Fiverr, freelance services on demand.
I think he's incredibly dangerous.
I'm going to insult the president and beat the out of him.
Depending on the outcome of the investigation is when we would proceed with any kind of military justice or adverse administrative action.
Tonight, Fox 13 News investigates how the case of a Utah National Guard soldier highlights the way the military addresses allegations of domestic violence and political extremism.
It is a situation that has many concerned. Here's Fox 13 News investigative reporter Nate Carlisle.
There were so many emotions that I had to deal with going through all of that and not knowing if I was going to wake up.
This is awful. So that's Erica Lukes. She has her own podcast. I believe Scott Brown from Into the Field, is that the name of it? In the Field, but he co-hosts, or I think he did co-hosts with her. But that's her. She's a very smart woman too in this field. This sucks.
The next day and see my family.
Erica Lukes married Chris Marks in January 2020. The pair had met only months earlier.
My name is Chris Marks.
Come on! First of all, bad move. You don't marry somebody just after 2 months. Or 3, whatever it was. Anything less than a year, you really don't know the person. She just met him at some thing they were at together. Anyway, all right, I have to interrupt here and there.
When Luke's interviewed Marks for one of the more unusual podcasts you'll find.
I know that sounds a little bit more exciting to say that there's something paranormal going on.
Luke's is one of America's foremost UFO enthusiasts.
So what in the world is happening? Because if you guys buy this, you are all being played.
Marks is a 54-year-old former sheriff's deputy in New Mexico. Now he's a sergeant first class in the Utah Army National Guard. He also worked a private sector job as a caretaker on Skinwalker Ranch, the expanse in eastern Utah that has been the subject of investigations into the paranormal.
We were researching and at the same time keeping the place off or keeping it secure.
It was a very fast courtship, but it just seemed like there were so many similarities. The problems emerged fairly quickly.
In February of this year, 13 months into the marriage, Luke says Marks threw her cell phone across the couple's apartment in Salt Lake City. Then, she says, he came up behind her, pulled her by the hair, tore out this chunk, and hit her in the head. Marks is charged with 2 misdemeanor counts of domestic violence assault and a count of violating a protective order. He's pleaded not guilty. Marks did not return messages for comment sent through his attorneys. Here's another reason why Luke's reported her husband to the Utah National Guard and to law enforcement.
That f***ing Sudanese and his f***ing white f***ing waiter tied our hands behind our backs.
Marks is talking about Presidents Barack Obama and Joe Biden.
You need to get that f***ing needs to f***ing get f***ing executed. In this f***ing Biden f***ing body.
Oh my God.
Both of them f***ing Biden. I f***ing hate his
What does
guts.
that have to do?
If I ever see him, if I ever meet him in person, God forbid,
Are you ever?
I'm going to insult the president and beat the f*** out of him.
Luke's recorded that conversation the same day the Associated Press called the presidential race in favor of Joe Biden.
I have no issues taking a gun and starting shooting left-wing at their rallies.
My
No
God.
problem at all.
Luke says she has given the recordings to the National Guard, the FBI, and the Secret Service. To date, federal prosecutors have not charged Marks with any crimes. Marks has also appeared on the membership roll of the Oath Keepers, which was recently leaked online and obtained by our content-sharing partners at the Salt Lake.
So wait a minute. You can say stuff like that and get away with it? What? This is unbelievable. It really is. That poor woman. Do you know what she must have been dealing with the whole time? Well, anyway, I thought it was, I mean, we're not going to keep talking about obvious stuff here because it really doesn't have to do with ufology, only that she's connected to the rest of us. And she believes what we believe. She doesn't like bullshit. And her husband, you know, got well known in the field too because he worked at Skinwalker Ranch and was talking about how it's all bullshit and all this stuff, you know, and nothing ever happens over there and other stuff. I mean, I don't know the whole thing. I never really got into it because, you know, we do our own thing and they're doing their own thing. They don't talk about what we talk about, but it was an interesting story for the community, one that I didn't bother to get into. But maybe we'll go back on that and see how that all started. I'm interested now. Only because I thought about it. I never think about that, but that sucks. That sucks. She had a nice little setup there. Looked like she had a 16-inch, what do you call it, round light there. That was a big round light. I always look at people's equipment. Well, there's more to play, believe it or not. We're only halfway through. I'm kind of interested. Let's take a listen here and finish this out. I have to stop it every now and then. You understand, right?
Tribune. The Southern Poverty Law Center describes the Oath Keepers as a far-right anti-government group.
I think he's incredibly dangerous.
Despite all this, the Utah National Guard confirms Marks is still a soldier here, 9 months after Luke's began telling them what was going on. He cannot receive promotion or commendation while his legal troubles are pending. We took all this to the Utah National Guard. Lieutenant Colonel Byron Harvison is a military lawyer for the Guard. He wouldn't talk about the Marks case specifically, but discuss the regulations at play, starting with domestic violence charges.
Innocent until proven guilty. But we do very closely track those cases. Regulations provide that the civilian court has priority in the prosecution of those crimes, and then we handle things on the adverse administrative side of things.
The protective order issued to Marks bars him from possessing firearms. Harvison said in such cases, a soldier would not be allowed to handle guns and would be removed from jobs requiring a security clearance, but could otherwise continue with duties until the civilian and military proceedings are concluded. As for threats against former and future presidents, is that necessarily something the Guard would take action on?
So it most certainly is. We would refer the individual to the Federal Bureau of Investigation to be investigated. Depending on the outcome of the investigation is when we would proceed with any kind of military justice or adverse administrative action.
And then he absolutely needs to be investigated properly by DOD, and she needs to be provided special victim.
All right. Let's move on. Hey, they were shooting off people into space. I forgot all about it. I wanted to take a look at that. Yeah, they were going to shoot, SpaceX was going up. Let's see if something happened. I don't know if they were going to get delayed. Oh, it's live. Here we go. No, that's not it. Did they already take off? Let's take a look.
Astronaut Shannon Walker for being here. Thank you so much. It was such a joy to have you here answering questions.
Yeah, volume was low on
Good
there.
night, everyone, and keep looking up. And there's a...
Yep, they launched it, I guess. Let's go. Let's take a look. All right, I got it.
Oxygen.
Here we go. I'm gonna pull it up, and let's take a look at the SpaceX launch from 30 minutes ago. They were just ending it too. Here we go.
Dragon is also in auto idle. The flight computers on board Dragon maintaining their
1 minute and 20
calculations,
seconds. This is
standing by for the
amazing.
T-0 mark.
It's live again. Don't tell me anything, Nate. Manny, I don't want to know what happens. Don't tell me. 1 minute almost. This is amazing. I forgot it was on. I'm so mad.
FTS is armed. Falcon 9 is in startup and is now controlling. Dragon is in countdown.
We're watching the...
minute before launch.
What are we watching?
Just 47 seconds to go.
SpaceX?
Everything is ready for an on-time launch today.
Go for launch.
I just said that, Johnny. That's weird. Says NASA. I guess they're using NASA parts. Is that how it works? Aren't they working hand in hand?
Launch window.
It appears... it disappears and David Copperfield steps out of the smoke. Dude, that... I wish I thought of that. That would be awesome. Gorilla Gamer. Hey, alien girl's here. Giddy up.
10, 9, 8,
7. Everybody. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Ignite.
0. Ignition.
Oh, everybody. Vape or smoke.
3.
Copy, 1 Alpha. Laboratory in orbit. The International Space Station.
Wow. Again. And the space race continues. Wow, look at that. Oh, that is gorgeous. God, I love mankind. It's womankind, don't forget. I forgot.
Pushing Dragon into low Earth orbit on the way to the International Space Station.
Power and telemetry nominal.
Damn, look how fast they're going. 1,000 miles an hour already. Tell me that's fake. That's real. It's the volume's low on this too. I can't see it from where I live. You know, next launch I'm gonna just drive up the street in a clearing because I've got so many trees around my house.
Stage 1 throttle up.
All right, look at that.
Stage 1 Bravo.
Copy, 1 Bravo. 1 Bravo call is for the second stage abort mode on the first stage. That is going to take them through the first stage, burning just before the second stage activates off the coast of North Carolina.
Yeah, I won't be able to see it,
That
I
next
don't
milestone
think.
coming up
So
shortly will
cool.
be MVAC chill underway.
No, Gorilla Gamer, they already launched. This is a replay. That was an hour, 45 minutes ago.
MVAC chill underway.
I don't think you can still see it.
There's the call out. We're getting the second stage engine turbo pumps ready for their ignition coming up in just a little more than 40 seconds.
Oh,
We've
cool.
got the major events coming up here shortly. We're going to get main engine cut off at 2 minutes 36 seconds. The stages will separate. Then the second stage will ignite, carrying Dragon on its way into low Earth orbit. Everything continues to look good.
Stage 1 throttle down.
Stage 1 throttling down at 3.5 Gs.
Miko. Stage separation.
Wow.
All right, we have ignition of the second stage.
How do we know if that's real?
And you saw that green flash of that T-Teb fluid.
Look how hot that gets over here.
Is now on their way to the International Space Station.
on the left side, first stage. You can see the titanium grid fins coming out, the streaks of the exhaust of the second stage engine going by, and the lights of Florida down in the background.
Oh, wow.
On your right, that second stage glowing.
And the lights of Florida in the background.
color, we like
It's
to
a
see indicating
touchdown,
everything is
Matt
proceeding well.
Thompson, with his 4th catch today. I'm Al Michaels. Here we are, Wednesday night football launch. The Launch America with SpaceX going to...
Now 3 minutes and 40
Where they
seconds
going?
into flight. Everything's still on track.
The Secret Space Force. No. Secret Space people? No.
Dragon SpaceX.
Where are they going?
Call.
The city in the sky?
Acquisition of
No.
Bermuda, that just means the Bermuda ground
Hey, there I
station
am.
has the signals from the
That's
second
my
stage of
house.
Dragon and Falcon
All right. There's nothing else happening from here on out. Oh, look. Let's check them out.
Camera aboard Dragon. The crew now
See, you know what the problem I have? Why don't they show us the camera inside there when they're going through all that stuff? I want to see them, shaking and holding on to each other, doing the Hail Mary, drinking. You know what I mean? Why don't we ever get to see inside that thing? I'm telling you, something's wrong with that picture. Well, the camera shakes too much, so I still want to see it. You know that they've got gimbals now, I don't understand it. We never get to see inside.
Low Earth orbit
Only after
still
everything's
attached
okay.
to
Well,
the
if it
second
explodes,
stage.
we don't want to see their eyeballs go around inside their helmet.
Again, that next milestone
Yeah.
coming
Well,
in about 2
you can always
minutes.
cut the camera
The
off.
second stage will separate, and Crew Dragon will be flying free.
Look at those boots. They're not going in. They're not in space. They're going clam digging off the coast of North Carolina.
Right now, that second
Kind of
stage
boots
engine
are
control of its
these?
flight computer is essentially going through a sequence to idle the second stage.
Look
make
how
sure
little
we're
the
not
helmet.
pulsing
Oh, I'm
any of
sorry,
the
guys.
Cold gas thrusters. The engine has been purged out.
Yeah.
Crew 3
Look how
astronauts
little
from
the
camera
helmet is
aboard
nowadays.
Dragon. The crew now
Got a little
coasting
alien
in
neck
low
going on
Earth
there,
orbit,
right?
still
Make you a little
attached
longer,
to that
taller.
second stage.
Beautiful. Hey, how
The
you
next
doing,
milestone
Mike?
coming in
What do
about
you
2
say there,
minutes.
numbnuts?
That second stage will separate, and Crew
Oh,
Dragon
let's see.
The spacecraft team, the NASA team.
That's what they see
everybody working
inside.
here for last weeks, working through
Wow, this is
It's
badass.
good to see it come out looking just so easy right now.
It's so easy,
been a long
it's
time
so
coming, and we're
easy.
so excited to see them in
Whoa, it's so easy, it's so easy. Whoop, somebody's alarm's going off. Take your vitamins.
Dehumidifier activation and service section Draco checkouts.
That's cool, man. If it's real. Look at this. Well, we finally did it.
Beautiful launch from here at
Look, everybody's got their faces pressed up on the glass.
headquarters here in Hawthorne. I can't imagine how the launch looked
All right,
over.
that was fun. No UFOs. No, but somebody will find one. What's this? Oh. Hold on a second. Let me check something here. That is good. That was good. I'm glad we caught that. Did I miss? Andy Gambino. Hey, Rich, it's... Oh, a $5 super chat from Andy. Did I say this? Hey, Rich, it's Thursday here in the UK. That was a few minutes ago. And Lee Guy, for $2 super chat, says Goof-On and Truthseekers equals anti-establishment ufology. Thanks, Lee Guy and Andy. Appreciate that, man. You guys are both continuing supporters of Goof-On. And, of course, you can support Goof-On. Super chat's down at the bottom. You can easily see it. It's a little $ down there. Super stickers, you just throw in the amount you want. And you could also help support Goof-On PayPal and Cash App. Only 2 people have ever used Cash App. 3 people have used Cash App ever. It's weird. It's like PayPal, but it's good. And you can become a patron, all right? All right, those are all the ways to keep this show afloat. Let's get moving. We've been doing longer shows lately, haven't you noticed? Yep. Because I'm making up for the talking. I figure I do about 15 minutes of bullshitting. So I like to add the extra now. I feel bad. I'm telling you. I'm trying to give you everything I got. All right. So let's go there now. Let's do the UFO videos and get that out of the way. Because this is going to take a little bit. And then we may talk about the Truthseekers. I don't know. No reason to, but I want to. But I want to do it backwards tonight. So I'm going to pull up these UFO videos that were sent to me. Let me see if it's okay to mention their name, just in case. They didn't say. All right. Well, on Twitter, I've been getting a lot of UFO videos sent to me from someone who goes by Max Popcorn. And some of them I've seen, some of them you have seen along with me, and some of them I haven't seen that you may have seen. So I just think these are interesting. People think they're real, especially this first one I'm going to show you, which I can get rid of that now. There. So this reminds me of the SpaceX thing, but I don't know. Watch this. In Paris, that's flying around. Now, you hear the wind, yeah? Right. And that thing's spinning out of control like a what? Oh, what do you think I'm going to say? That's right, like a balloon. Because I bet my bottom dollar that's a balloon. Yeah, I'd bet it all. Oh, yeah, it's going out. It's out of control. So that's a balloon, right? That one's easy. We're just warming up. That's all we're doing. Just warming up. So next. We've seen this before, but I have got to show it again. This was on third phase. Hold on. See, this is the problem I don't like. It doesn't give me what I want.
Yeah, man, I mean...
All right, Max Popcorn. People are going to see your channel. Here we go. Let me rewind it.
And it can't be...
Remember this?
It's playing with our minds. And now that I'm over here, it's on the other side of the hall.
Yeah, but...
Oh, I see it right there.
It's just weird that you... Whoa, did you see that?
Well, that bird just hit it. That bird, whatever it was, just hit it.
So this popped up a couple of months ago. Robert Bingham. Thank you, Black Lotus Productions. $5 super chat saying, we're good friends with Erica Lukes. It's horrible what happened to her, and I'm glad she's exposed this guy for who he is. Thank God she got it recorded. BLP. Thank God for that. And thank you for being a continuing supporter of GoofOn. Tonight, I'm just going to play short clips, you know. Thank you very much. Because I've been doing a little bit of yapping. But thank you very much for that. Tim Tencent! $20. You just took it and you threw it right at me. That was beautiful. No message, no sticker. Just 20 big dollars. Madonna mia. What are you doing, eh? Who do you think you are, DB Cooper? And we hope DB Cooper's... I guess he recovered from last night. Thanks, Tim Tencent, a continuing supporter of GoofOn. Appreciate it. You're one of the Cash Appers, for sure, yeah. That's true. Thanks, man. That's huge. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. So this video makes no sense to me. Absolutely none. Watch. That's not a spider web. It's a chemtrail of some sort. I'll let it replay one more time. And it won't. Watch, they're far away. I think we're getting the short version. There's a much longer version than this. I know third phase has it, but you see, it's up there. Now, the trail, you know, it goes pretty far. you know, from right here to right here, but that's out there in the sky. Yeah, this is terrible. The one that's the regular video is so much better looking than this. I don't know what this is. It's not a balloon. It's a chemtrail. And I'm not saying contrail, because what I think they did was, and this is, I've never seen one look like a spider web that comes out like this, but I've seen white dots that look like Morse code is being placed in the sky. And what they do, they're just emptying their canisters. They just press the button and it'll do like a poof. That's what I think that is. It's a little poof. But if you look at the real original video, it looks like a spider web.
Yeah, and then I mean.
But it's not.
Geez, it's up above you. It's up above you. And it can't be.
Oh, they're in the street for sure. See?
It's playing with our minds. And now that I'm over here, it's on the other side of Hall.
Yeah,
but it reflects the sun too.
Whoa,
and
did you see that?
Anybody have any idea? I think it is what I think it is. It's a Carillion light ship, Dave Bailey. Yes. It might be. It's Carillion. It doesn't move. No, big fat creep. I hate to call you that, but that's your name. It doesn't move. It sits in the sky. I'm sure it's drifting like a regular contrail. But I think I'm right that it's like a... They just press the button. Right? Okay, so let's say they're going from left to right. Check it out. Say they're coming from here. They started pressing the button here, and then it went... And then it died out again is what happened. They probably pressed it on whatever side. I don't know. But it's weird. It reflects the sun. It's like a web, man. Light refraction in a chemtrail, for sure. I wish I could find the video real quick, because that's a unique one. I know I can find it. Give me 30 seconds. Here we go. I think because I know the thumbnail. That's how much I know Third Phase's videos. There's been so many weird things this year. It's been so bizarre. Including that. All right, I think I'm getting close. Oh, no way. Oh, we've got to look at that. I think I'm wrong. Oh, maybe it's Third Phase UFO report. I may have done the report on it. Oh, wait, I think I found it. Oh, but this was a weird one, too. I want to talk about this one in a minute.
Richard.
What?
Just brought to us Michael from Dark Out.
I don't know what's going on. All right. Let me pull up Third Phase UFO report. I think I put it in a video I made. Don't forget, I do have the sister channel I work on, which tonight there'll be another video, Third Phase UFO report. So, you know, go over there later. I don't have it in a thumbnail. I can't find it. That's a shame. It's a cool video, though. Yeah. It's all right. We got more. I've got many more to go through. So let's go. Many more to go. Many more to go. Here we go. So this next one.
I mean, like you said, it's got like...
Oh, this is the long version.
Like strings, but
even though it can't be moving like it is.
This is terrible quality. Oh, there it goes.
It can't be suspended and moved. When we move over here, it can't be there.
Oh, let's go back. I want to go back.
That's why I'm wondering if it's a spider web of some kind with some reflecting.
Did you hear what he said? That's why I wonder if it's a spider web.
You think? No, if you go stand where he's at, it looks like it's the other way. It's some kind of illusion. All you got to do is go a few feet.
What?
Yeah, come here, Katie.
So you walk a few feet and it's the other way? What?
You can take a picture over there, but I see it over there.
So what kind of spider web would go across the whole street? All right, get the UFO out of the way. He's walking, so he's going to turn around. Oh, this is cool. I've never seen this part.
So damn weird.
Oh, look. He walked under it. What? But it's in the sky.
I don't understand how it...
Right.
It looks like it's got strings coming off of both ends of it.
Oh, that's the creepiest. Is that on Jolly's IUD? Hey! Yes. IUD. Be nice. Funny's good. Funny's good. That was funny.
Now it looks like it thinned out to me.
You're right there, Al. All right. Well, I don't know what it is. I don't know. All right, let's go to the next one. Pretty cool, though. Oh, this is great tonight. I'm glad we're doing this. We needed a UFO night. You know, I get sick of talking about people. Nah, I really don't. I don't really. Oh. Get that thing out of the way. Why do they have put that red thing? Idiots. What the hell is this thing? That's it? So you know it can't be real, right? Is it on the windshield? No, because you can see the dots moving all around from the raindrops. I don't know. I think that's just a cloud. Don't you think? I've got so many things open, it's slow. I think that's a cloud. It's a weird cloud if it is. All right, it's not moving. See? Let's go to the next one. I don't know what I'm watching. That was it. All right. Some of these I haven't seen yet, so bear with me. Where am I? There we go. All right, let's see what this one is. These are supposed to be very real. This is awful. Nah, I don't know. You see, that's from a flashlight, I think, this one here. I think this is totally fake. You know, this is awful, what's going on here. I didn't realize how bad the quality was going to be this whole time. Watch the top of that thing. See, the Phoenix lights. That's not UFOs. I always thought that Mexican one that we just saw going, that they cut out for some reason. I always thought that was real. Hey, that's Guardian. All right, this I can't watch. This is awful. I need quality. Can I get... Oh, I could already tell this one's fake just by watching. And I don't know what kind of music it... this is what happens when you don't watch them all. I only watched a few. But that volume is ridiculously loud. I gotta turn off... I don't know what kind of music that is. Oh my God! You know what? Yeah, I can't do this. Let's go to the next one. Fake. I mean, do we have to watch this one? This one's fake. There's supposed to be an alien down here somewhere, right? Isn't this the one with the alien? Yeah, that's fake. 100%. I thought we would have something... 59-second video. Okay. Is this one real? No sound. They're all so blurry. You see the TikTok's clear down here, but all the videos, that's interesting. I always thought this one was interesting. Real or fake? I think that one was in Guadalupe. Guadalajara. That's what this one was. Look at the detail on that. Come on now. I always thought that was one of the real ones. I have a real UFO sighting. I have a real UFO on a picture. I can pull it up. All right. This is interesting. Now we're going to get some good ones here. This one's weird. That's a weird one. I think I saw a mistake. Watch this. When it goes by the tower right here, shouldn't we see it? Oh, there's something there. Okay. No. That's interesting. Look, it's not coming in clear. There it is. It wasn't coming in clear. I don't know. We've seen these videos a few times, right? Over the last couple of months. Game Vet caught one. 2. Remember when Game Vet caught them on his Psionics camera? Alright, let's pull up the next one. I don't even want to show this one. Skydivers. Right? Ooh, yay! And they slow down a little. Remember? I mean, you can see them. Of course, there's a bunch of people milling around. But the weird thing is, you don't see any parachute open up. They just stop. How come we don't see any of that? I remember when that one came out and there's no, you don't see the parachute open up. And you think when the parachute opens up, what happens to these people, right? You know, they get a little bit, that doesn't happen. So what is it? Then it's fake? Everything? No. You see the people saying it's aliens. Look at that. Watch. From here, this one just shoots out to the side. And then it falls down. So, if they were falling out of the sky, listen, listen. Why would they come out to the side like that? They would keep going down, and then when the parachute opens, they would rock back and forth. So what is it? Fireworks? No. Watch. It is weird. That one just appears right there in the bottom right. Boop. Top left. Beep. It's very strange. I know what it looks like. Now those have the tails, right? But watch. The other ones don't when they pop up. Where are their tails? They didn't have any tails. They just have like lights on their boots. How come when they open up their parachute, they don't get pulled backwards a little bit or go swaying? I'm telling you, it's weird. And I don't know. I just can't immediately say that skydivers this time. It may look like it, but I don't know what it is.
Bam! What is that? Anybody tell me what that is? We're in the middle of the ocean. On a ferry. Nothing around. Look. Nothing around. No land, no
This
nothing.
is a famous one. Beautiful. Yeah, I don't know what those are. But we do have a $5, $4.5 pounds from I Am Stu Little says, I saw my first TR-3B UFO prior to the COP26 conference in Glasgow. I live 30 miles south on the west coast of Scotland. I saw it, says I Am Stu Little. That's an experience, man, that you'll have for the rest of your life. That's just great. Why don't you got any video of it? No, I'm kidding. Well, how long ago was that? I know, COP26, but I don't remember. That's something I don't know if I've seen a TR-3B. I have recorded 5 times 3 points of light. 2 of those times, the 3 points of light stayed in a perfect formation and turned and whatever. The other times, I would record, let's say 3, but then they would all straighten out, and go like this way. And then another time, they strung out 2 here and 1 way in the back. It's very strange. Thank you, I Am Stu Little. Mucho gusto. Generoso. Thank you very much for you. I appreciate it. A continuing supporter of GoofOn. What's up, Alcy Tiger, Third Phaser, Goofoni, and Rock Fam? It's real. Isn't it? Hey, man, it looks real to me. I don't know what happened in that last, not the one we just watched, but I don't know, man. I just will say I don't know. Oh, this is an interesting one. I think. I think that's fake. I don't know. I just don't know. What are those? Oh, those dots over there must be a reflection from the camera. Escusa. But it kind of looked fake. Let's see how it moves. So what we do is we see if the shake matches. That is weird. It's a good match. The tracking on it seems like it's there. But I don't know, man. It's out of focus. I don't know. It might be an airplane. It might be a fake. But this is one of those that I would need to see the actual camera. See, why don't we get to see more of it? Why only show us a little bit of it? You want to know why? Do you want to know why right now? You want to know why? Because they figured out what it was, and they're only showing us what they want us to see. I promise you. I promise you. FAP, this is so weird. Oh my God, this is the weirdest coincidence. So I'm looking for a shirt to wear. And I was going to pull out the Los Angeles Dodgers shirt. But I remember the last time I wore it, it was a little tight. And I've gained some weight since then, so I didn't even decide to take it off the hanger. But I thought of you when I was, FAP. Because every time I see that shirt, I think of your LA Dodgers logo. And then here you are tonight with a $5. Didn't even say a word. No sticker. Just take the effing 5, Rich. All right? Because I like you. I would think you. Well, maybe you don't. Maybe it's $5 because you hate. No, I appreciate your return and your continuing support of GoofOn. Mucho gusto, Generoso, FAP in the house. That is so freaking weird. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know how long you've been gone. It's been a while. Right? It's been a minute. A couple months. Right? At least. Since the 180 days ended? You left ufology? Hey, Jeanette Baumbach. What's up? How's everybody doing? Everybody okay? Because we're starting the second half of the show. You ready? Are you ready? You've been ready. All right, here's another one. I didn't think I had this many. It should be playing, and it...
The sky over here, downtown.
Oh, right by my state.
House, my
Miami.
hand. What the fuck is that?
Don't have to swear.
Holy shit. Look, no bullshit. No bullshit. Look at Little Thunder. Esto, lo otro, the pool. What is that? Oh, wait. Bye. Oh, shit. It's incredible.
Now, did you just hear that guy talking? That is a fake. That is one of the app UFOs that you could make and put in a video. Did you hear how the guy reacted? Take note of this, because this is what a liar sounds like, a hoaxer. Just take a listen to how he acts, and you tell me if it fits with a UFO sighting like the one he's recording.
Here's the sky. Sky over here, downtown, my house, my...
So the first thing is he'd rather show us everything else, except for the historical UFO that's up in the sky. He'd rather show us his hand. First sign.
Hand. What the fuck is that? Holy shit. Look, no bullshit. No.
So there's a UFO. One of the dots disappeared, and he decides to move the camera off of it.
No bullshit. Look at Little Thunder. Esto, lo otro, the pool. What is that? Oh, wait. Bye. Oh, shit.
Oh, wait. Bye. Like he'll see it again, he thinks. Very bad. Very evil people out there. It is a shame. A gosh darn shame.
See, it's falling from the sky. Like it came out of space. Where'd it go?
Oh, yeah.
Where's the... It dropped. OMG, it's people out there looking. Where'd it go? I heard a loud cry. Wow.
Now, for anybody who knows about that video, they knew there was an air show. That's from an air show up the road, not that far away. So these ladies took it amongst themselves to make believe they were seeing a UFO. Dirty world. See, this is what Corbell did, right? This is what happens when people hoax, lie, cheat, steal. Oh, we got a barone tonight. Oh, we got to move on.
Holy shit.
We got to go after this one. We got a lot to talk about.
It's too low to be a solar balloon. That thing just manifested right there. I was watching it.
Yeah, it manifested.
It's getting brighter.
It is getting brighter.
Yeah.
What the hell is that thing?
Watch until the end, everybody. How much longer? Oh, God. It's almost over.
Fuck, I gotta take a picture with my camera.
Do it. Set that down. Do both.
Okay, I don't understand.
What the fuck?
Where's it at?
Dude, it's an airplane. It's a contrail.
No, it's not.
It's gone. It's whatever it is, it's gone.
Where'd it go?
It's disappeared. It's in the clouds. I'm waiting for it to come out.
It disappeared? Let's see if it is a contrail.
What the fuck?
So if it's going upward...
It's going into the cloud. It's disappearing.
Yeah,
it's gone.
That's fake.
It's gone.
I don't know.
Whatever
I don't know what
it's
it is.
Gone.
Where'd it go?
It's disappeared. It's
if
in the
that's
clouds.
real, I'm not sure why it would go backwards.
That was, because if that was a solar balloon, that shit would have been going still.
Solar balloon?
What?
Did it disappear?
Yeah, it's gone. It went into that
So I'm waiting for the
cloud.
end. 10 more seconds. Come
Yeah,
on.
whatever the fuck we just saw, it went into that cloud.
Why does everybody have to use the F word? Is that cool? So nothing happens at the end. Thank you for making me watch. I hate that. Hey, Master Shadow 74 with a 5-pounder. It's a super sticker, yo. Let's see. I gotta wait for it to scroll down. Super sticker. Thank you very much. I think you are a first-time supporter, maybe second, I don't know, but thank you very much. I've seen you here before, and I appreciate you supporting the show, man. We're talking UFOs for once. The other night, somebody came in, remember? No, you're gonna play some videos? Like we never do. Oh, it's a try again. That's the joystick. That's the old PlayStation joystick, I believe. Thank you, Master Shadow 74. Mucho gusto, generoso. And we'll do one of these. The greedy Gretchen. Thank you very much. I'll take it. Mucho gusto, generoso. Welcome back. Cowbell. Oh, yeah, I don't have the cowbell. Yeah, we should put the cowbell back on, right? Let's do that for the rest. Oh, wait a second. I think we got something here. Hold on. Hey, Nathan, again. Thank you, man. Went the PayPal route. For a cool 6. Thank you very much. Nathan. You don't have to do that, man. You're a moderator. I should be paying you, eh? But be that as it may. I do appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. One more time. Thank you. All right. There we go. That's good. Okay. That's good enough. Thanks. Hey, who's this guy? Rogue Status with a $5. That's dig your work, brother. What? You know my body of work is better and visible. Whereas Lou Elizondo's body of work, I don't know where Lou's body of work is, but thank you, Rogue Status. Thank you very much. Mucho gusto. Generoso. Yeah. We'll do one of these. Grazie. No, this one. Grazie, mister. Grazie, Rogue Status. È good. I try to use them all. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, man. It goes right back into the kitty, as do all of the super chat, super sticker, PayPal, Patreon, all that stuff goes right back into the show. Those of you who have been here for a long time know that. And the studio will look different, hopefully tomorrow, but it will happen in the next 2 days now. I'm very excited. And the new intro. Which thank you Andy Gambino for the music. That's all I got on those videos. There's one more, but there's no reason to play it. It's a fake. All right, I'm gonna play it. Let's see if it's a fake. You remember this? What? I don't know what just happened. Oh yeah. This UFO took a dump over Peru, like most. Oh no! No, I gotta clip that out. That stupid song will get you copyrighted all the time. Me and my big ears. I don't know if I played this last night, but this has to do with a little bit of Roswell. I'm gonna play it. Yeah. It's a minute and a half. Enjoy.
Unable to identify what it was, Brazel traveled 20 miles to show his nearest neighbor what he had found. Loretta Proctor is 83 and still lives on the same ranch near Corona, north of Roswell. She remembers Brazel arriving on horseback with a collection of strange material.
He showed us this piece that looked like plastic or wood of some kind, and he said that there was some metallic looking stuff that when you crushed it, it just straightened right back out. It wouldn't stay crushed.
This is no ordinary paperclip.
In fact, it's made from nitinol, and it has some unique qualities. Let's bend it into a completely different shape. Okay, I think that should do. Now watch what happens when I drop this into some hot water. Now that is pretty darn cool.
What? What?
Nitinol is also known as memory metal, and once it reaches a certain heat,
wow, that is awesome,
into the previous arrangement that they were forged in.
No.
This is also the same material that magicians use to bend spoons.
Hurry up!
Sorry to ruin the magic. So there we
oh
have
my
it.
God!
Nitinol.
What? That is wicked cool. But that's not what they saw in Roswell. I hate when people say that. You mean those UFOs in Roswell? It's Roswell. Well, it's an S. It's pronounced Roswell. All right, let's get rid of that. This was from last night. Haven't played it. After this, we're going to be talking about some things. I don't like it. This is called the Ring Camera UFO in UK. This is a weird one. Somebody please help me with this. All of you, I need your help. I'm really worried. I don't know what this could be. There's no sound? Oh, come on with these doorbells. Mouth's too dry. Cottonmouth. Come on. Three airplanes. What do we got here? 3 airplanes, 3 helicopters. I'm telling you, those are really slow. And it looks like they're starting to turn. That's from the UK. That is from unidentified S4. Hey! Look at that. That's yours. I didn't even realize it till now. I don't know what this is. It's one of the better UFOs I've seen from a ring cam. Look at that right there. So it looks like they're coming. Look how fast they're going there. And then it slows down. That is way fast. And then they come around. You know what? It almost looks like there's something around it. Like right here. See, it looks like a V shape. Like, look at this. I know it's probably the lights. It's the lights. They're... Hold on. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out if it's fake. I don't know. You know, with these ring cams, it's easy to fake stuff. But it was behind the tree, though, right? Watch. That's not easy to do if you're faking it, what we see here. See, this is real. 100% real. I don't know what it is, though. But that is intriguing right there. That's real. That's a very good UFO sighting that, if anything at all, where am I? Am I here? No, there. Yep. If anything at all, it's helicopters. I don't think it is. I wish we knew more on that doorbell, that ring bell, because I want to know if it's 30 frames a second, which it looks like it is. Probably 720. I don't know. But that's cool. Thank you, Unidentified S4. And of course, the link for all the videos will be in the description after the show, just like every show. COVID. Very good. That is a great one, actually. It was sent in by Kevin Barrett from Hertfordshire, England. It's one of the best TR3B videos you misspelled. You put vest instead of best. TR3B videos I've ever seen by far, yet it's crystal clear almost crystal clear. Magnetic Finds Hertz YouTube channel. And the original link is there. Good job, man. I know I wasn't showing it. I thought I was. Good job. All right. It's been a good week. We haven't been chased around a lot, you know. So I'm happy for that. Been a good one. What do I mean? I heard a rumor that he was coming by, so anyway.
Anybody seen Richie?
Damn it.
Huh?
Don't say a word.
I'm gonna keep coming back until somebody remembers seeing Richie.
He says that every time. Every freaking time. He's still looking. Look, he's looking around. All right, let's get to work. A lot of stuff to talk about. Let me pull this up. Mick West. He did a video. He says, a quick look at the hyperspectral mothership that's actually low resolution. 640 by 480 normal video of the star Antares with a lot of filters and effect applied using Sony Vegas from 2008. So let me pull it up.
Hello. So this video isn't something I'd normally spend a lot of time on. It's a zoomed in flickering light that's had some filters applied to it that boost the colors and bring out the square video compression artifacts. What made this different was that the person who made the video, Frederick Portugal, claimed to have credentials in hyperspectral imaging and to have worked for the government and to have invented some alien hunting binoculars. Some of that seems to check out on LinkedIn, so when he said this video showed an alien plasma mothership releasing cargo or other little ships, then some people listened. When I first saw the video,
Hold it! Hold on. Mike Brown. Remember Streetlight Mike, everybody? About 2 years ago. That's what he did. He took a 23-second video and he downloaded 64,000 frames from the 23-second video to show us what Mick West is about to show us. And he swears there's an alien bird, the Anunnaki, in this video. And all it is, it's a street light reflecting, bullshit. It's not real. I can't believe we've got it. That's what it's called? That's what the kids are calling it now? This is amazing.
I recognized it looked just like a flickering star. Some stars flicker more than others, and they show more color when zoomed in with a cheap camera. So I suggested this to Portugal on Twitter. And he rejected this and said there was no star there. I was directed to a document he wrote where he shows how he determined that. In the document there's a photo of the light with the constellation Ursa Minor above it. And indeed, if we boot up Stellarium, there's no star in that location looking northwest. The problem is some other stars were not there either, and what he said was Ursa Minor looked like the wrong shape. I suspected these were different stars, so I looked around for a while. It took a long while, because these stars were all the way on the other side of the sky, but I lined them up, and then it was obvious that the light he had zoomed in on was the star Antares, the 15th brightest star in the sky. He'd been looking in the wrong direction. But isn't this still hyperspectral video showing things invisible to the naked eye?
Yes!
No. Hyperspectral cameras are very expensive, and they give essentially a full spectrum graph for every pixel. That's not what we have here. Portugal explained the equipment he used. A regular telescope, and a camera called a Philips 2cam. This is a old, very low resolution camera that was popular back in the 2000s as a cheap telescope camera because of its good low light sensitivity. But it's not really a great camera, and it's certainly not hyperspectral. He also explains the processing he did with the video. The luminosity was increased to offset the low gain camera setting, the saturation was increased to the maximum setting, and then the hue adjusted to optimize the color contrast. So that's basically just boosting all the adjustments to the max to make things stand out. But next comes the magic. The next processing stage was principally responsible for the discovery. A bump map algorithm is included in the Sony Vegas software, revealing high-resolution detailed structures within the star. The focus, ambience, shininess, and bump map height were selected so as to maximize the definition of the objects. The final step was to apply a high-frequency filter to further sharpen the objects within the star. Now, Sony Vegas is just a cheap consumer video editing program.
I used to have the professional version of that.
Takes an image and changes it into a height map, which you can then shine a light at and get areas of light and shadow. If it's low resolution like here, and you set the light at an angle, you get shadows and the lines where the pixels change color. So all he did was fiddle around with the bump map effect and other filters to highlight the contour.
That's all he did. It's all a bunch of pareidolia, man. It's all a bunch of bull. That's amazing. I haven't watched that video yet. I did that for me mainly. That is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm glad we watched that. Oh, always learning something with that Mick West. You know what I mean? So, UFO Study asked a question today, and I think it's an interesting one. If humans have been around for 200,000 years, and civilization started 12 to 15,000 years ago, what were they doing in between that time? Either the estimate is wrong, or a big piece of our history is a mystery. You don't hear scientists ask this question too often. And you know why? Because common knowledge, what happened before 12 to 15,000 years ago, well, what I've remembered is that we were just living in caves. We weren't really doing much of anything, really. Just milling around, just, waiting for the sun to come up and go down, and the moon. I don't know, man. That's a good question. What do you think? Dark Hour Paranormal. You came here to learn something tonight, right? Yeah, that's right. That's right. I don't know. Good to see you, man. Well, that tweet has given... Nobody cared, really. So, this is really scary, and I'm not a fear-mongerer, but I do have to point this out. Because it falls in line with the narrative I think Lou Elizondo is trying to hide from the rest of the world, and that is China is the threat, has the technology of a tic-tac or many tic-tacs. You know what I have a problem with, though? That when Kevin Day, the radar operator from 2004, who saw it rain UFOs, and there was all these blips. They were coming from 80,000 feet, dropping down to 5,000 or whatever, then at 50 feet in a matter of a blink of an eye almost. It took over his life because nobody believed him, and he became emotionally distraught, wound up ruining his whole life because nobody believed that he saw what he saw on his radar. But they did. They knew. Till years later. But it really ruined his life. Well, I happen to think that this guy was part of something, let's just say, part of an experiment or part of the narrative that he's not aware. He's not aware. He's like Bob Lazar. He was a radar operator, and I think China, or maybe we did. See, it's very, very convoluted. Kevin Day, I think, is the key to everything. I do. Because he saw something on radar. And what I was about to say, I just realized can't make sense. I was going to say, well, we were putting false blips on the screen and saying, hey, we're being watched by all these Tic Tacs out there. But that wouldn't make sense because, well, hear me out now. It does make sense. I did think it through. So I think Kevin Day and all these people, that the 3 or 4 people that came forward from these times, even in 2019, 2015, I think that they're part of the disinfo. I really think China has the technology. Okay? I do. I think they have the tic-tac technology. I think they snuck in, got it, perfected it, did things we can't do. Now, I'm not saying I'm right. It's just my thought on this. Why? Because it almost, it's as if they're purposely telling us we know it's not China, and they have to throw in Russia because you just can't single out one country and say China. Then it's like, why are you just saying China? So it can't be China, Russia, and it's probably not us, okay? So then we get little hints to me, and I played a video on Third Phase, I made a video on Third Phase UFO Report about this being China. If you haven't seen it, check it out. But look at this. So China built U.S. Navy aircraft carriers, not real ones, mock ones. It's a satellite image of a target in the shape of a U.S. aircraft carrier in the Taklamakan Desert in central China. Okay? The Chinese military built targets in the shape of an American aircraft carrier and other U.S. warships in the Taklamakan Desert as part of a new target range complex, according to photos provided to USNI News by satellite imagery company Maxar. The full-scale outline of a U.S. carrier and at least 2 Arleigh-Burke-class destroyers are part of the target range that has been built in the Runwang, China region. The site is near a former target range. China used to test early versions of its so-called carrier killer, DF-21D, anti-ship ballistic missiles, according to press reports in 2013. The new range shows that China continues to focus on anti-carrier capabilities with an emphasis on U.S. Navy warships. Interesting. Interesting. No? Isn't that what Corbell said? They're swarming the Russell. They're swarming it. We didn't see. Shh. That was the Boca video. It's with an emphasis on U.S. Navy warships, unlike the Iranian Navy's aircraft carrier-shaped target in the Persian Gulf. The new facility shows signs of a sophisticated instrumented target range. China is the threat. See, so when things like this start popping up and we hear about China sending a rocket that has the capability of taking a warhead with it around the world within the hour. They can get anywhere in the world in 30 minutes. They can go around the world within an hour. So within an hour. Well, why would you need to go around the world? It's within 30 minutes. There and back. Capiche? Hey. So they can get anywhere they want in 30 minutes. It's like Domino's. 30 minutes or less will deliver your nuke. They've got them. They've got them. Now, we all know the threat assessment, threat. Show us the videos. Well, everything they showed us was crapola. So, Corbell showed us crapola. Elizondo seems to be a disinfo agent in my eyes. But something big is happening. Now he's saying, oh, it's the quiet before the storm, he just said today. Oh, yeah. I tweeted him back something. I'll find it in a minute. But things like this tell me it's Russia, China. China! Why'd you say Russia? I don't know. You understand? This is weird. But it's real. And then, what are we doing? We need to get a UAP, the new UAP task force inside of the DOD, inside the Pentagon. So that's not the announcement that's coming up. Lou said calm before the storm, and he said it's calm right now, which means the storms are coming. A storm's a coming. Capiche? Friends, Lou says, thank you for your generous outpouring of support and concern for my welfare and my health. Please know it's always quietest before the storm. I have taken a strategic pause in preparation of a major assault. All is quiet on the Western Front. A strategic pause. Isn't he adorable? You just want to pinch his cheeks. You really do, don't you? Oh, if I ever saw Lou, I'd pinch his cheeks so hard. Really would. I really would. I would. I'll come back to this one. Tweet from Nick Pope. It doesn't fit. So Lou did a interview with GQ magazine. So GQ asked Lou, what convinced you it was a real thing? Lou, it was the overwhelming weight of evidence and data. I was talking to pilots routinely. There's videos out there in government that the public haven't seen. There's one that's 23 minutes long. There's another one where this, and it stops, so I need to pull it up, hold on. Where the thing is 50 feet away from the cockpit. I mean, it ain't ours. We know it's not ours. Lou, you see what he's doing? It's definitely not the U.S., so you've got one of the three. It ain't. We know that, he says. Sometimes you just couldn't believe it. You'd have 7 or 8 incidences in a single day. I'd get these emails from an admiral or a ship's captain saying, Lou, what do you want me to do? I can't keep people below deck forever. These things are swarming my ship. They're all over the place, he says. Not Lou, the guy. Or Lou said that about the guy. That's tough. I kept promising the cavalry was coming and I'd have answers for them, and the cavalry never came. Senior leadership didn't want to deal with it. Now that's what Lou wanted to find out in episode 4, season 1 of Unidentified, the last 5 minutes where he talked to his senior leader, and the senior leader said, Lou, close the door. Close it! Lou closes the door. Sit down. Sits down. And the senior leader lights his cigar in the room, and Lou goes, you know you shouldn't do that in here. And the guy looks at him and goes, Lou, they're demons. And Lou said, what are? What you want to find out? These aliens? And he takes a few puffs. They're demons, and we ain't going to give you that information, because you're going to open up a whole can of worms that you ain't prepared for, and I ain't about to get my hands dirty for it, Lou. But, sir, there's people who desperately need an answer. Tell them you don't know. Tell them you can't blame it on me, Lou. Tell them what I told you, except the demon part. You don't want people thinking you're crazy. You think I'm crazy, Lou? I don't know what to think anymore, sir. Takes another puff of his cigar and he says, get to stepping. I ain't going to tell you anything else but certain. Lou, what did I just say? Kick rocks. Bye-bye. Toodaloo. Go on with yourself. Don't let the door hit you in the butt. And that's when Lou left. Lou resigned. It was at that time. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. It is. What's this? It's just some of these things are like obvious. It's China. Lou can't say it's China, right? He can't. He can't. But it is. They did a whole article on him. GQ did. Look at this. It's beautiful. Look at it. Watch. The whole thing got him right there. A little bit of fog, and then you got the serious Lou. Lou, let's see those tattoos, man. That's pretty intensified, man. You're an intense individual, aren't you? Well, I did have to take people out. Out where? Dinner? Yeah, take them out to dinner, Lou. Is that what you're doing there, big guy? Huh? There you are in your nice button-up shirt. Your nice... What do they call that shirt? Anyway, Leslie Kean joined forces with two other reporters, one from New York Times, and on December 16th, the story appeared on a paper's front page. It detailed the 8-tip program set up in 2007 to investigate unidentified aerial phenomena. The term that has replaced the now stigmatized UFO, that's wrong, idiot. Idiots. It didn't replace it. Anyway, I'm not putting the link to that. You can go look it up yourself. And by the way, it didn't replace UFO. I hate that. Hate that. So Dave Beatty posted today replying to the UFO Joe. And I replied. But the tweet was, I think the 2019 incidents with the SoCal destroyers over an entire month also prompted this type of concern and clueless response from the Navy faced with UAP at close range. So I said, yet no evidence of that. Can't believe a disinformation plan to avoid saying China has the Tic Tacs. It's all about covering up China's technological advancement over the U.S. China can send da-da-da-da-da around the world. Think, McFly, think. I told that guy. He didn't get back. I was told, everybody is told to stay away from me and Stephen Cambion, which we're going to talk about here shortly. This is awful. Scott Brown posted this. This is the kind of garbage, he says, that makes me want to pack it up and walk away for good. Why? Why? Demi Lovato promotes Lizard War videos at hub for QAnon. I said she's the worst thing since unsliced bread. Can you believe this shit? Can you frickin' believe it? Unbelievable. She's become a paid promoter for a New Age conspiracy theory website. Oh my God. Directing their fans to a video platform filled with hoaxes about sinister aliens, vaxes, world-spanning cabals, and reptilian overlords. Lovato, who uses they-them pronouns, announced last week that they've had become an ambassador for streaming video site Gaia. While Gaia's video collections also include yoga videos, Lovato made clear that their focus was on the site's conspiratorial content. This is terrible. YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook just spent the last 4 years plus trying to put fact-checking video clips underneath our videos, posts, and other things that if you say you're doing a show about Apollo moon landing being fake or whatever, they'll put, well, we actually, and then underneath it'll say, you know, NASA, Apollo did go to the moon in 1969, and then they'll put a link. Even if you're right, even if you're not doing anything conspiratorial, they automatically tell you what they think is the truth, not what the truth is all the time. Sometimes they fact check, and it's not fact checking, it's what they think checking is. So even though you think the information is going to be right, it's not always right. Anyway, this is the problem with our world. I should be pointing over here because this is the screen, or over here. Wait, why is it backwards? I used to look right into it. That's weird. I never noticed it switched. Well, anyway, this sucks. So check this out. Check what I just read. I can't believe it. Levato's endorsement of Gaia's content about the unknown marks a new effort to push conspiracy theory thinking into the mainstream, which I'm okay with. But I just told you, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube just spent the last 4 years trying to take this stuff out of our lives. This time, it's with Levato's fan base. And for the singer, it offers a chance to make money from streaming video subscriptions. On a Lovato-themed Gaia page for their fans, the singer's supporters can view a free episode of a Gaia show about an ancient space program before signing up for a $12 monthly Gaia membership. Unfreaking real. What the How is this even a possibility in my life? I can't believe it. She's nobody. She doesn't know shit about anything. But that's okay. Neither do her fans. And I'm not saying it's you, but you know, if you are and you do know more than she does, well, good for you. Un-effing believable. I'm not even going to talk about post-disclosure. I'm done with UFO Jesus for a while. Don't care. Lou and his here at Calm Before the Storm. Hold on, let's get this at. Unreal. What is this? You need to hear this. You need to hear this. They are real, and you were not supposed to see them.
Proven many times.
What? Why did I pull this up? From anonymous official? Oh, this is for me to watch, not for the show. Sorry. All right. Now, everybody here is going to agree with what I say after I show you the video. All right? And this one's called LAX Jetpack Man Identity Finally Revealed. This came out yesterday, but they're about a week late. But I have a major problem here. FAP 5, a $9. Ooh, wow, whoa, hey, oh, wow. $9 super chat. You just took 4 ones and a 5 and threw a fastball right down the middle. Beautiful. Not even a sticker. You're 2 for 2 tonight. You're batting 1,000, even though you're pitching. A continuing supporter of Goof On. Mucho gusto, generoso. FAP, just supporting. That's it. Didn't have anything to say, which I unbelievable. It's crazy. Hey, Mr. DB Cooper, 7. with a $10 super chat says, I love you too at Dark Hour Paranormal. In the end, I believe we both just want the truth. I love you, Mike. I can't. Stop it. You guys with the love. I mean, what are you, crazy? You're gonna make me cry. All right, you ready for this video? Thank you, Mr. DB Cooper, FAP, continuing supporters of Goofon. Mucho gusto. Generoso. Grazie. Grazie. All right. All right, I'm gonna play this. Now, I have to comment after.
Sightings of what became known as Jetpack Man around the Los Angeles LAX airport. The sightings kept happening, capturing the world's attention and begging the question, who is this mysterious person flying?
Okay, I want to punch myself in the balls as hard as I actually can. Both hands, simultaneously. I can't watch it again. Please don't make me play that again. I just can't stand watching her. I can't. I don't get it. I don't get it. I like the abuse, though.
Flying around with a damn jetpack, right in the path of incoming jets. And now, more than a year after the first sighting, the Los Angeles Police Department might have finally solved the mystery. The first sighting...
Wow, this is just awful. This is absolutely horrendous. She says that, you know, it's the balloon. You know, the balloon that was over the Hollywood area?
Yep, Jetpack Man was probably just a stupid balloon, after all.
I can't don't, no.
Of course, no one has come forward to admit they lost the damn balloon, so we might never know for sure. But once again, it just proves you should never just trust wholeheartedly.
I had to play that because it was so annoying to me. I took the phone and I threw it in the toilet. It's waterproof, but there was a big turd in there that she needed to sniff. That was the absolute worst I've seen in a long time. No, it's not because she's a woman. Start that shit here. I love women. Just annoying is annoying. Mr. DB Cooper, I have call of you. High call of you. Huh? I have a call for you? Is that what that's supposed to be? Well, thank you for the $10 again. It's mucho gusto, generoso. You get the spinning $sign, my friend. A continuing supporter of Goofon. I wish I understand that. I hate call for you. You have a call for me? Is that what you mean? Is that what he means? Sorry, that girl was just beyond annoying. Doesn't get any worse than that in my opinion. All right, we've got a disc-like object over Chicago, Illinois with analysis. I think we need to watch this. They took it down. It's gone. Never mind. Delete. Okay, a strange silhouette. What? Oh, we're done with that? Okay. So earlier today. Hold on. Hold on. Where is it? Here it is. No? Yeah. This is called UFOlogy Exploding with Stephen Cambion. This was earlier today. 3 in the afternoon. Insane with $7.50. You just took her and you threw it too! Everybody's just rolling up the money, chunking it as fast as they can. Yes, I said chunk. Mucho gusto, generoso, Insane in the house, a continuing supporter of Goofon, and a goosh. Thank you very much for your donation. Please come back anytime you're ready. Mucho gusto generoso. Inzane. Thank you very much, Inzane. That's how you do it. You just threw it. Let's go over to Cambion and listen to what he's got to say. I think you guys are going to really be... I'm going to like this.
A UFO report that I thought, why is no other show host...
By the way, I have full permission.
...talking about any of this? Why does the UFO circle jerk continue? For those of you unaware, I coined the term UFO circle jerk. And what does that mean? That means exactly what it sounds like. Because you see, for years now, the top tier UFO celebrities have been allowed to go on hundreds of shows that do the UFO circle jerk. What do I mean? I mean, you've got criminals, literal criminals out there who are convicted of fraud, who are selling fake medical devices on their websites, but they're a UFO celebrity. So when they go on a show hosted by one of these UFO circle jerk hosts, what happens? Well, the UFO circle jerk happens. Wow, you're doing such great things for ufology. You're doing great. You're really helping disclosure. But nobody ever talks about the elephant in the room. No, the truth, my friends, is there's been an elephant in this room, probably since it began, and certainly since I began covering and studying these topics. But what can I say? The UFO circle jerk continues. I hear Pix in the live chat already disagreeing with me. That's kind of what he's here for. He's like controlled opposition. You know, doesn't like some things I said. It says I didn't coin that term. Show me somebody else who used the term UFO circle jerk before.
That guy in the chat room is so dumb. He thinks Cambion's talking about the term circle jerk. That's how stupid people are. He coined the term UFO circle jerk. Unreal how dumb. And that person in the chat, you know, comes from the other side of the aisle. Sorry, true.
Where I did. Because I believe I did. But I'm not going to argue with you.
You
Whatever.
did.
The term exists. It's a UFO circle jerk, right? And this is the elephant in the room. And while I have somewhat softened my tone with many show hosts, checking in again, it seems like the UFO circle jerk just continues. And the elephant in the room continues. Because you see, many of these show hosts, they're not giving you the truth. They're not going to ask hard questions of these UFO celebrities, questions that need to be asked.
Yep.
But I'm the bad guy because I'll ask those questions.
Hey, that's what I say. Did you just steal that from me? I say that a lot too. We do a lot of things alike. That's why I like Stephen Cambion. I'm going to steal that term, circle jerk, someday. UFO circle jerk. But it's his term. He came up with it, that I know of.
And people say things like, well, they won't come on your show because you're rude. Well, I think that we have displayed our ability and...
See, that's one thing. That is a cop-out. If you ever hear that people say they won't come on your show because you're rude. No, not true. That is not true. You know who won't go on somebody's show? Lou Elizondo and that circle jerk of people. See what I did there? They won't go on your show if you don't agree with them or there's any signs that you may push against their narrative. But that's because they're UAP and government scripted and government paid. So they're being told. Now, when they go on your show, they want you to follow what they want you to talk about. And we know this is true because Dave Scott was told, here's what you ask Lou. Don't ask anything else. He knows how to answer these. Basically, I'm paraphrasing. So when he went off the script and asked the third phase of Moon question, all hell broke loose. Lou lost his mind and lost his temper and started calling Greer a terrorist. I don't deal with terrorists. And a crybaby, and he just lost his shit. Because it's off the script. Don't you believe? We are not the bad guys here. We're the good guys. Anytime we point out a mistake, and Cambian does it, he does his stuff, I do mine. He's really good at what he does. Which is why I'm playing it, because I listened to both of his shows today from beginning to end, and I was entertained.
Willingness to be kind and respectful to every guest that comes here, regardless of their
that's
beliefs.
my point. These other people will come on your show. I've had people say, oh, you'll never get this person on your show. They won't go on after what they hear you said. No, some people like that challenge. And more often than not, those people will come on your show. Right? Look what happened when we were talking shit about Billy Meyer. And Michael Horn wanted to come on. He just went apeshit and lost his mind. Calling people pedophiles and associating with all that stuff. He can't handle it. It's nice to see them lose their shit. Anjali, she got mad. She lost her shit too. Only thing I did was say, so Wayne has cancer, huh? What do you want, Rich? What do you want? And everybody just saw her get mad because I asked a question. I asked a question. I didn't say, so, Anjali, you're saying Wayne has cancer? Bullshit, you're a liar. No, I didn't say that. It's funny how people take what you say, twist it to fit what they want to think of you. And it's so wrong. I don't understand how people don't want the truth, no matter how you get it. Now, some people are a little abrasive, brash, or even like sandpaper. I could be that way. I know I am. I'm just sick and tired of it, and so is Cambian. So he gets the guess, and Anjali went on his show after he talked a little bit, negatively about her. She still came on.
Beliefs of their claims, we are always respectful. But I have a lot of questions. And you see, I keep coming back to this time and time again, and it is an important observation. And that is, the only people who fear questions are people with something to hide. No, my friends, the truth, the real truth that most of these UFO circle jerk show hosts won't bring you is that this thing called ufology is literally filled with liars, fairy tale hucksters, BS salesmen, con artists, hoaxers, convicted criminals, fake people with fake educations or fake backgrounds. Or
that's the thing. Even though it has been proven that these people are criminals, even the criminal pedophiles still get airtime. It's amazing to me. I'm sorry. It is. It's amazing to me that these people get any airtime at all. People will still pay to listen to them. I don't get it. And you know what it is. People just don't care. It's entertainment. And everybody likes to hear what these people want to say. Because it's kind of like you want to see what the liar says. It's like a train wreck or a car wreck, and you drive by it real slow, right? You want to see who died. Anybody died? Any brains? Are there brains? That's what we want. We want the dirty. We love the dirty. If everything was on the up and up, ufology would be kind of boring. What would we talk about? SpaceX, sightings, scary ghost videos, Lou Elliott. Well, if Lou wouldn't be around because he's a liar, you know what I mean? It would be kind of irregular. See, it has become so normal for people who are criminals and the worst of the bunch. You wouldn't want to hang out with these people, but it has become so normalized that it's almost okay now to talk about. It's almost okay, like Anjali, to come out and make a great claim that you're going to bring aliens to the public, that people will follow you. She has more followers than we do. And she just appeared several months ago. That makes me angry. Because we're doing the good deed. And a lot of people don't get it. Well, let me explain that a little bit. The people on UFO Twitter, they are part of this new woke reality that has come into our lives the last few years. And everything about it is like, you gotta be nice. But just be nice. Well, okay, I'll be nice. And when you get a liar and they lie to you, don't you think that's worse than me having a bad attitude? How can you be mad at us? We want the truth. Nobody, they're not telling us the truth. You should be so angry at Richard Dolan. He should never, ever work in the field again. Ever make another dollar in this field. He's corrupt as they come now. Jimmy Church, you'll hear Cambion if we play this show a little longer, which I will. Cambion will talk about what Jimmy Church has done. That is very bad. Very, very bad for ufology. Supporting people who... Now, I don't care. I mean, people do deserve second chances, but not in my field. All right? If you found out tomorrow that I did something that was so grotesque, or I lied to you about something major, it should be over. But if I have a really good excuse and you believe it, you'll take me back. And you'll forget it. Look what happened with Tyler. Same thing. Although nobody's really running over there to watch Secure Team 10 videos any longer. And he has his core, and that's that. And they're even dwindling away. Hey, Dark Hour Paranormal, $5 says, fantastic show as always. Yeah. Mucho gusto, Mr. Generoso. Why'd you do that? This is for you. A continuing supporter and a very good friend of mine, Michael Roser from Dark Hour Paranormal. Don't forget to go over to Dark Hour Paranormal and check out the mini documentaries that he puts up. They're fucking awesome. They are. I'm not just saying it. Hey, Mr. DB Cooper with another $5. How crazy would it be if every report is fake? Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. But I like that $5 attitude, Mr. DB Cooper 77, with the continuing support of Goof on Eggush. And we'll go through this thing a couple of ways. And Eggush. Yeah, one more there. Come on. That's a long video. Thank you very much, Mr. DB Cooper. Mucho gusto, Generoso, everybody. So stupid. I'm so dumb. What's up, Polar Bear? I see you here every night just about. Thank you very much for hanging out. Mr. Mouse, what's up? Big fat crepe. Creep. I'm hungry. I'm so hungry I could die. All right, let's get back to...
Hey, how about just embellished histories?
Let's move up a little bit.
Press him with hard questions about these hoax claims. Largely...
Here we go.
The UFO circle jerkers jumped right to Travis Walton's defense, right? Jimmy Church couldn't wait to jump online and help Travis Walton do the damage control so Travis Walton could keep those UFO dollars rolling in, even though his one-time partner in the form of Mike Rogers recorded a tape, an audio interview with somebody basically saying, yeah, we hoaxed it, we made it all up, and here's how we did it. Jimmy Church wouldn't even listen to that evidence.
Do you know how huge that is? That the guy who was best friends with Travis Walton came out on a recording and said, we hoaxed it. But people want to believe so badly. Well, we would have found out years ago. No, you wouldn't have. It was just 2 people. And they were known as the UFO abductees of their neighborhood because when they were children, just before they got the big, the big deal, when they were young, they used to run around the neighborhood saying, "We've been abducted. Aliens are here." They had it all going, man. They've been trying to get that gig for a long time. And Travis is making the money and Mike's pissed off. But Travis pays him some, I guess. And when Travis wanted to stop paying him, Mike came out and said, "Here's how we did it." And then Travis gave him the money he owed him. And then Mike said, "I just said it because I was mad. We didn't hoax anything." Oh, wow. All right. Okay. You're okay in my book, Mike.
That tells you, how fair he is in his coverage.
See, that's the thing. Mike Rogers can't keep the secret anymore. He had to let somebody know. He got it off his chest, and then he put it back on his shoulders. Unbelievable.
Is Jimmy Church is the king of UFO circle jerkers, right?
Absolutely.
And he had Travis on his show, even admitting, "I didn't even listen to that evidence. I don't want to hear that evidence. Travis Walton's my buddy. So I'm going to help Travis Walton do the damage control and keep selling his UFO alien abduction story."
Right. Why wouldn't Jimmy Church want to go over that evidence when Travis was on? Why, man? Because Jimmy gets a lot of views when Travis comes on. How much more Travis Walton stories? Did you know Travis Walton's girlfriend had a baby taken from aliens? That's another story. Come on, man. Oh, what if it's true? You don't know. Mr. DB Cooper, $5 says, "Dolan wants to fight the good fight. Someone give Dolan my number." Huh? Dolan talks to everybody, brother. Go ahead. Give him your number. Just email him. Go to his channel. You'll find the link, I think. Thank you, Mr. DB Cooper, continuing supporter of Goofon. I saw another one. Polar Burr. Oh, you didn't have to do that, man. Thank you very much. Keep on keeping it real, Rich. I'm trying, PB. I'm trying. So is Cambion. Thank you very much. El Mucho Gusto Generoso, a continuing supporter of Goofon. Hey, look, man. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you, Polar Burr. Because that's support too, Thanks a lot.
I guess for another 20 years. He's made a living at it for 30 now. Next, we get the revelation. Oh, and by the way, again, Travis Walton has been on many people's show, and with the exception of Kurt from Theories of Everything, I haven't heard anybody press him with hard questions about these Bob Lazar's book rights and paid him.
Oh yeah, watch this.
About TTSA, especially about their money hustle. Well, it appears to be abundantly clear by this point that TTSA was just one big money hustle. But every time a member of TTSA appeared on one of these UFO shows, they got the circle jerk treatment. Wow, you guys really helping disclosure. Wow, you're going to do this Atom Project and tell us the truth about alien fragments and metals that may have been recovered from crash flying saucers. Wow, you're going to build a spaceship with a revolutionary power source that's going to change the world. Wow. This is what every show host did with Tom DeLonge, I guess with the possible exception of Joe Rogan. That interview was so terrible, I'm pretty sure, I don't know who took it down. Somebody took it down. Either Joe Rogan took it down because he realized it was incredibly
It's
pathetic.
still out there.
Tom DeLonge showing him fake videos as proof during the interview and speaking like an idiot who knows nothing about physics but claiming that they have alien metals in their possession that you can shoot terahertz and electrons at, and they lighten, they have mass cancellation properties and they float, right? Who took that down? Did Joe Rogan take it down or did TTSA take it down? That was the only good interview with Tom DeLonge this entire time. Everybody else that got a shot at it did the UFO circle jerk with him.
Because Tom DeLonge is a true celebrity, and people, they don't have the balls when they're talking to somebody, I guess, of Tom's caliber. They're just people, man, flesh and blood, and they should be treated as such. Hey, anybody who's been on this show, I gave Michael Horn respect when he was here, okay? I respected him. I could have been a dick, but I wasn't. When Anjali was on Alien Addict and Truthseekers, even on Alien Girl 111, I was nice. I didn't think I was a dick at all. And I asked one question because she reacted in anger. I'm a bully, remember? Unreal. She knows what she's doing. She knows how to switch that around. DB Cooper for $5 says, yo, Chris Mellon, you got multi-millions. Stop appearing on Travel Channel and really talk to the people. Yeah, why is Christopher Mellon not going on the circuit talking to people? Because Lou is doing it all for him. And Mellon only goes on the, mainstream media when asked. And by the way, a continuing supporter of Goof On, as everybody knows, Mr. DB Cooper, 7. Grazie. Grazie. Mucho grazie. I'll take those. It's a short clip. Thank you. Thanks, Mr. DB Cooper, 7.
Why did nobody ask Tom DeLonge the hard questions? Like, why did TTSA or Tom DeLonge try to hide that they were the person that bought Bob Lazar's book rights and paid him a huge sum of money to publish that book? Why did they do that in secret, trying to conceal it from the public? But I and many people caught him because the brand new book publisher that never published a book in history's website was purchased by Tom DeLonge. The New York Times, after all, he's cited as the sole source of the original story that broke about him. Why would he lie to or mislead them? He's the one that gave those journalists those fake facts that we now know are fake facts.
Let's go a little forward.
Why did he lie to the rest of us?
We're almost done.
Stories, and Kerry Cassidy and David Wilcock profit.
Oh, yeah.
Off with sexual predators.
Here we go.
He somehow managed to collect over $1 million to produce a film that cost less than $10,000 or $20,000 to actually make. What happened to the rest of that money? Did he pocket all that money? Why won't any show host have the balls to ask Dr. Stephen Greer the hard questions? No. First of all, Stephen Greer won't go on anyone's show unless you have 10,000 or more followers.
Yep.
Then Stephen Greer, in advance, gives all show hosts his talking points. Do you know who else uses talking points, friends? Political propagandists and disinformation agents.
Yeah.
But I suppose, again, that's a story for another time. We also got the recent revelations that Linda Moulton Howe was literally selling behind a paywall a picture that she claimed was a genuine gray alien taken on the moon on a secret mission. It was actually a cover of a 2005 video game called Area 51.
That's unbelievable.
And when I busted her on that scam, she simply changed the wording on her for-pay website from genuine gray alien taken on the moon to alleged gray alien taken on the moon. And every time somebody interviews Linda Moulton Howe, not a single person has had the courage to ask her why she is knowingly, willingly, and with deliberate effort still selling a fake picture from a video game cover behind her paywall.
Unbelievable. And these are people, we haven't even heard about Dolan yet and all this stuff, which, by the way, I do want to play that before we leave. It's right here. But even Linda Moulton Howdy Doody is in on it. Everybody's in on it. Mr. DB Cooper 77 says for $5 super chat, Tom DeLonge was an idea that failed. Yeah, and then they got Corbell Stink. Mr. Corbell Stink. Crazy eyes. Then they got him. Thank you, Mr. DB Cooper, for an idea that we knew was going to fail. We knew Tom DeLonge was a failure at this from the beginning. Just so weird. Oh, God, I can't believe this world we live in. All right, Dolan, this is the last one.
Yeah, that show host did the UFO circle jerk with Richard Dolan. Made excuses for why he couldn't be bothered to ask Richard Dolan why he lied to the entire UFO community, why he sold a 100% fake story. Couldn't be bothered. He was too busy doing the UFO circle jerk that everyone does with these UFO celebrities. And I'm tired of these UFO circle jerk host cowards. Somebody needs to ask these people the serious questions. And while I may not get answers because they're too cowardly to come on my show and ask and answer real and valid questions about their dirty dealings, about their telling.
He made a video about it.
Share this. And this is taken
Dolan.
from, this is what happens when Richard Dolan, when a show host has the courage to ask a single question from me. Look what happens. Look what happens when Richard Dolan is forced to answer a single question from me. Look what happens. This, my friends, more than anything, may explain why Richard Dolan is too much of a coward, a little weasel. He's too much of a weasel and a coward to come on my show and answer these hard questions.
This particular interview we're about to do, this is a man who's in the U.S. military, who's had experiences, he says, relating to knowledge of ET, the ET presence here on
Thanks,
Earth.
Mr. D.B. Cooper.
We know he is who he says he was. This is a man who's in the U.S. military. We know he is who he says he was. This is a man who's in the U.S. military. We know he is who he says he was. Is who he says he was. We know he is who he says he was.
Thanks, D.B.
Next
Cooper.
question comes
Again.
from Stephen Cambion. He wants to know, how do you feel about your participation in this CIA deathbed confession interview? I'm unsure what that is, but many people keep referencing that in the comment section. Now that other researchers have proven, quote unquote, that man was not who he said he was and never worked for the military or CIA.
Oh, wow. I guess I should get up on top of that one. I'll just say this. Look, I met him. I met his son-in-law. I got to know his son-in-law pretty well. This man had been a witness back in the 90s for Linda Moulton Howe. Yeah, maybe he was just pulling a yarn. I mean, the way it happened, look, I can't know before I go in to interview someone every single way it's going to turn out. You can't make me like apologize for if I make a mistake. I've made mistakes. What am I supposed to do? Go cower into a cave? Like, it just happened. So this man,
Wait a minute. It didn't just happen. You mean to tell me you're about to interview somebody who says they've had experience with aliens or an alien, and you're not going to vet the guy yourself? You just accepted what Linda Moulton Howe gave you? Because that's where he got this information, was from Linda Moulton Howe, I thought, right? Let's listen.
That's true. I promise this because I actually didn't know. I wasn't on top of this. So I'll look into it. And if that's the case, I'll make my own statement. But the thing is, I never really knew what to make of it. I was asked in 2013, very beginning of 2013, to interview this man. I was told he was an important witness. I'm like, well, okay. It was actually Linda's case, and
there we go.
I didn't want to take it. But the impression that I got, which turned out to be not true, was that Linda wasn't going to do it. Turns out Linda just didn't know that it was being done. I think she would have easily done it. So I went up there. He was in northern Minnesota. And I went with a few other people. I'll leave their names off. The late Ron Garner, who is no longer with us, he was the one who really pushed this case. And I was like, all right, well, I'll interview him. I did my best to get on top of it. I met with him. He was a very sweet man. I thought he was going to die in front of me, like during much of this interview. His health was terrible. But I will tell you this. I spoke to his son-in-law, who was a theology student at the time. These are good people. And the son said, yep, I've heard this man's story for years. He's never wavered. So all I did was I interviewed him, and I did my best. Sometimes the best isn't good enough. I didn't go through a detailed background check of him. No, I didn't.
So you want to break a story for the world, right? You want to break that this guy had an experience with an alien, something that should be mainstream news, right? You would think that if a whistleblower came out and said, I've talked to these aliens, blah, 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 that would be groundbreaking. Richard Dolan knew. Believe me, he knew. And if he didn't know, he doesn't act like it. He knew when that question was asked. He didn't just realize it. I'm sure it was brought up before, because I know it was. Mr. D.B. Cooper, another $5. I'll continue until we wake up. Till we all wake up. Is there a phenomenon happening? Yes. Can any one of us explain its physics aside? No. Nobody can. And Lou even said that. We don't have the equipment, the technology to study it. You know what that means? Because they don't need it. And then months later, Lou says, we can now study it. He flip-flopped on that whole thing. Very strange. Very strange world us ufologists are living in. It sucks. I love it. I love this field. I hate this field. I love what we do. I hate what's being done. There's no way to police it. There's no way to govern it. It is up to us as podcasters, live streamers, radio hosts, whatever you want to call us. It is up to us to not give these people the platform to talk. Do you know why there's no interviews here on my show a lot of the times? I have to believe in somebody, or if I want to believe in somebody, I'll have them on the show. If they have a great story that isn't a fake, I'll have them on the show. If somebody saw something and I believe they saw something with the evidence they have, I'll talk to them. If you notice the people that have been on the show, it's either they're a big hoaxer, like Michael Horn was recently, not him, but Billy Meyer, but he supports it. And he got irate when you asked him hard questions. Even though he told me, ask anything you want, he started attacking people in the chat room. He started attacking everybody. And I was going to have him back on. And then he turned it down because he wanted us to follow rules. You can't be mean. You can't be meaner. And nobody could yell at me. He's the worst of the worst. What I don't understand is people like Uncle Fistler. People like Uncle Fistler that support these people. That's why when Alien Addict had Anjali on and asked me, do you want to continue this conversation with Anjali on your show? And I said, nah, why bother? It's all been talked about. What am I going to do? No reason. Because it's a lie. She had an experience and she tried her best to fool us all. And it didn't work out. Did it? Nope. Thank God. She'll be back. You'll see. It ain't over till it's over. You know what I mean? She'll be back. This field will never, ever be perfect. And nor do I want it to be. Although because if it was, COVID, because if it was, then what would we be talking about? The love, we'd be like everybody. I mean, it would be boring. But I really don't know. I mean, this is a very hard thing for somebody like me and Cambion and other people out there who have channels that want to bring the truth out, it's very hard for us not to talk about it. We have to. No other show is doing it. They may say, you know, something for a minute, but they suck up to these people. I think Lou Elizondo, I really do. I think that whole thing, him and Mellon, the whole thing, I really do now. I believe it's a disinfo campaign because of China. I don't know how many times I could say it, but I hope they prove me wrong. I'm still waiting to see the work that Lou did at ATIP. You think we'll ever see any work of Lou's? Any signed documents? No, because that's, government stuff. It's all hush-hush. Of course it is. I don't know why we bought into this Lou. I never did, but I don't know why Lou is credible. He has not given us one shred of evidence of anything. And if you think the Gimbal Go Fast and Tic Tac are real, UFOs. I have a bridge I want to sell you. Then why would he do that? Say it's a threat to trick Congress into getting an office inside the DOD from the SOD in the Pentagon. Why? Why is that so important to Lou to go on everybody's show and talk about this? Why is it that important to him? Do you really think Lou gives that much of a shit about the truth? No, he hasn't given us anything. I really mean that. I swear to you. And when I put that question out there, and the last 2 days I have asked Lou personally, I've sent him a message. No response. No response. Inside of tweets where Joe Merja is, hashtag Lou Elizondo. I'm also doing it, responding so Lou sees it. I want Lou to know not everybody buys your bullshit. I mean, he knows that. But I'm being very respectful about it. I'm not being a dick. I know what I'm doing. But it's amazing to me. It's amazing. He'll never come on this show. No way. Apparently, he's going to be going on third phase of Moon soon. I don't know. Soon. I don't know how soon, but soon. It's supposed to happen. Well, COVID. Anyway, I want to play this for you because a new movie came out and I forgot it came out. Well, I didn't really forget. It came out on the 7th. And this is a special report about a movie, Who Saw the Men in Black documentary. And here's a little peek at that. I'm getting it over. Don't worry about it. Hey! Came out Sunday. Links in the description on Third Phase. I'll put it in here after the show.
Welcome back to Third Phase. I'm in Blake Cousins here. We got a special for you. Who Saw the Men in Black? It's just made its debut on Amazon Prime, iTunes, all streaming services. And we got the link below in the description so you can check it out right now. But in the meanwhile, we have some exclusive clips for you right here at Third Phase Moon. So buckle up, everybody. Let's get to it and check out the first exclusive clip from Who Saw the Men in Black.
In 1964, Dr. Robert Jacobs was in charge of the optical instrumentation of ballistic missile testing. There he recorded footage of an ICBM and was surprised to find the extraordinary. Here he recalls the events in detail.
And flying downrange, we got all 3 stages of powered flight. And as the dummy warhead and the package flew on down range, we were all celebrating the fact that we had seen the thing and accomplished the mission.
And on review of the film,
the next day, what Jacobs and his supervisor, was a major, noticed that there was an object, a UFO.
Everything was flying along, and suddenly, in the same direction this stuff was flying at about 8,000 miles an hour, an object came into the frame, shot a beam of light at the warhead, flew up to the top, shot another beam of light at the warhead, flew around the direction it was flying, shot another beam of light at the warhead, flew down, shot another beam of light at the warhead, and flew out the same way it came in.
Well, I don't see it. Why didn't you see this when you were shooting it?
Well, it was 600 to 800 miles away from us. The Major Mansman said to me, "What was that? Were you guys screwing around up there?" I said, "No, sir." And he said, "Then tell me what that was." And I said, "We got a UFO." And he said, "Lieutenant, you are never to speak of this again. As far as you're concerned, this didn't happen."
Eventually, Major Mansman confirmed Dr. Jacobs' claims of a UFO interacting with the ICBM. The Major also disclosed that 2 agents who were not the CIA took the footage and altered it. All film evidence of the UFO and its interactions with the missile were missing. The Major reported that one agent said to him, "That leaves you off the hook, but not off disclosure." Understood?
Somehow the Major had said to Jacobs that these men told him they erased the flying saucer from this film. And they said, "You're off the hook, but you're not off of disclosure." In other words, you're not in trouble now because we've cleaned the film up, but don't you talk about it. And what Jacobs said in the aftermath of that was that he was subject to a range of harassment type of activities. Some of these things would include threatening phone calls at all times of the day, and even to vandalism against his property, property damage, and acts of intimidation of this sort. Enough to realize you better not talk about this because you're dealing with people who will do damage to you.
The mystery behind the Men in Black still has yet to be explained, but we at Third Phase Moon are proud to present Who Saw the Men in Black. And let me tell you, Richard Dolan
knows a lot about Men in Black. He did very well in that movie. So go check that out. I'll put the link in the description. You can go to Third Phase of Moon if you want to, check that out. Go. I don't know if you could rent it or buy it or both. I know you can probably buy it. I don't know if you could rent it. But it's really good, actually. I watched it. Most of it, anyway. Haven't watched the second half yet. I'll watch it. I got the gist. I got the gist of it. I get it. It's Men in Black. Got it. No. I want to thank everybody. Hey, come on now. Open that up. Thank you, everybody. Moderators and super chatters. And Mr. DB Cooper for the last couple of $5 you threw up in the last 10 minutes. Thank you very much. Everybody, without you guys, this show does not survive every day anyway. But I want to thank the moderators and my super chatters this evening for supporting the show. It's amazing. Thank you. And I do want to thank the veterans, and I saw some newcomers tonight. Thank you very much. Another way to support the show is to share, like, subscribe. We've been hitting over 50 comments easily the last 5 shows. So we need at least 50 of those and 200 thumbs up. So thank you for that. And thank you for coming over and checking the show out. We just ask you to give the show a chance. What more? I mean, I can only lead you to the water. I cannot make you drink it. And don't forget, we'll be back tomorrow night, 9 Eastern, 7 Pacific, right here on GoofOn on YouTube. Third Phase UFO Report, maybe later, I don't know yet. I should have one out though. All right. Till tomorrow, GoofOn is Truthology for UFOlogy. So, have a good night.